Alright, what's up guys? So I'm back on this motorcycle tank, and I gotta make some changes to it, just to make it fit a little bit better on the frame. So the front tank mounts just don't work at all. The way I ended up molding the frame, it's just gonna have to be, um, it's not gonna be able to have any of this. It's just gonna have to have a full front mount. These worked out perfectly, perfect space. I kind of marked out where I'm gonna put my petcock. I kind of got that figured out, but I got to get to it. And then I made this mark to shorten the tank up to here. So I'm gonna start by taking a good old death wheel, slicing her off right there, and then yeah, we'll see what we're gonna do next. So I basically have to redo the front tank mounts, figure out this part, the petcock, trim this up a little bit. I could fully weld on this. I could fully weld on the bottom. I gotta clean all the top off, knock all the grinds down. So we're gonna start by shortening this up. All right, so got that. That's out of there. So I'm gonna cap this now. But I'm gonna start by getting these welded in. I'm gonna go ahead and weld that in. It's nothing too exciting. So I'll come back and show you guys when something better starts happening. Okay, so what I got here is I don't even know what size this is. It's a tube that I had sitting on my shelf. So I cut it at this angle, so I'll be able to fit it on, weld it on there at whatever angle I decide. And then I'm gonna cut this petcock off of this tank half that I started to do and didn't end up liking. So I'm gonna cut that off, weld it to this piece, and then cut the tank and weld it on there. So, yep. Alright, so what I did was I cut this at that hole, and then I cut this piece. I'm gonna have to clean that up real quick, and then I'm gonna weld that into there. And then this I cut out of the tank, cleaned it all up, and then that's gonna slip into there. I'm gonna weld that around, and then that'll be where my petcock goes. So it'll pull gas like that. It'll pull it from the smallest part of the tank. So like the other bike, I'll actually have gas. I won't get only half of. That tank. I only get to use about half of that tank. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna start tacking this in now. Okay. Trying to remember where I left off. It's been a few days since I've done this. But this is what I've done so far. I got this all welded in. Probably need to go back around here one more time just to make sure. I got all my welds ground down, and I got my my front tabs knocked off. So I got this cut. This is the back piece, and I gotta make new front mounts, and then what else do I have to do on this? Sand everything down to 80, 60 or 80. And then it'll be ready for tank sealing, and then Bondo and paint, primer, paint, all that stuff. So we're getting pretty close with this thing. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna weld this in next. I'm gonna clean it up real quick, and then get that welded in, and I'll come back and show you guys. Okay, so I got the front of this tank off. Wow. Okay, so I got the front of this tank pretty cleaned up. I still got to go back and hit across the edges where I got some pinholes and stuff, and then pressure test or whatever. And then I got my tabs made up. I'm gonna slip in there like that, and Maybe this is for the other side. This thing isn't perfect because I just bent it. So it is the best that I could. I'm gonna put those like that. Yeah, well, that's how they went, like that. Weld them on. Just throw the bolt through there, weld it on, and then that should be good. Alright, so here's the tank. All finished up. Got the back welded. Front tabs are all done. Just got to clean them up, sand everything down. But I wanted to show you guys, I've been sand casting this. I'm not sure if I'm still going to use it, but it looks kind of rad. We'll have to see. I'm still trying to like sand it and polish it and stuff, but it's kind of cool. We'll see if I end up doing it or not, but yeah, we're all done.